Oh, why you no game?
Star Wars The Old Knights.
Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you very much for lending me your time and your ear listening into another video from me. And this is another Why You Know Game video. I'm recording this one in my car, and yeah, it's a different angle, isn't it? I have a mount now on my car because I use my phone for different things and stuff. It's easier with GPS and things like that. So I have a mount in my car that I have my phone on. My phone's plugged in to the USB charger I have for my car. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and this is something I had already talked about well before when I talked about what I think that the name for Star Wars: The Old Republic should have been actually used for. And I still think that should have been the Mandalorian Wars rather than a follow-up to Knights of the Old Republic, because it just would have made more sense to me to have it be done that way. And I know that EA is probably not doing this, and I'd be shocked as all hell if they were. But I would love to, I would like them to go back and actually do that period of time, do that war, where you get to see Revan, Malik, Carthonasi, quite a few other ones, HK-47, like that whole cast, where you get to see them in their element, like during that war, not just the post-war shit that they went through, but during that war, what they went through, how their experiences shaped and molded them. The Exile is another character that I don't think that the Exile was wholly removed from the lore, because as far as I remember, the Exile actually has a part to play in the Old Republic. So during this, and I know, I thought of the name, you guys saw it for the title of the video, is Star Wars: The Old Knights. And I'm like, and I think canonically, Revan is a dude, and the Exile was a woman. So, me just being the person I'm thinking, they could do this and do it in the same style that the Old Republic is in, where it's an MMO, an online MMO. And let people get to experience that war and stuff. That would be really cool. I personally would be very interested in that. I would love to see that shit. I know there's tons of other people who are probably Knights of the Old Republic fans who would like to see that shit. They'd be like, I want this. I want to be there. And me personally, like I said, I would just like to see, just go back. You get to see Revan when he approached the Jedi Council and how they turned him down. And he decided, well, fuck all you guys. I'm gonna get my own band of people together, and we're gonna run this shit. We're gonna go save these people. And I want to be able to be like you have. Say if you choose to be a Jedi, you get to be around when that type of shit happens. You get to see what choices he made leading up to that point where they jumped in on the war and helped the Republic, and see, you get to see how the Exile, how she decided that she wanted to be part of it, and then the thing that would be probably highly emotionally charged for this particular part and story in the game is where you get to that moment where Revan decided that he should go to the dark side, and where the Exile, where she just decided that she should just stop using the Force altogether and just give up on it and go off on her own. To me, that shit is so interesting to me. I kind of want to see those things, and I actually want to know what the Exile's real name is as well, and that's stuff that they could come up with. But I just I kind of want to see it. This is something so interesting that it's fuck it, we've got this whole story here we're not going to give you. I mean, Even if they don't go any further back into the past than that. I mean, well, because there's always going to be more shit that you want to see based on how certain stories play out. But this is one of those things where the story is like so fucking. The story for it is so possibly vast, and so much shit happened that you want to see what happened. Like all the lore that they built up in Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2, though a lot of people disliked the second game. The second game was fine, with the exception of the problem with the bugs it had. Though I personally never experienced any of those bugs, but I know that they're there, and those bugs made certain content not appear in the game where it should have been. But I'm like, I would love to play that. I would love to play that story. Like, if anything, if there was any Star Wars game that I would play, that would fucking be it. And I would not get off that shit because I would be so deeply entrenched in the story. And that's why I keep wondering, like, why is it like EA? Why don't y'all got BioShock on this shit? Come on now. I mean, I also think that the idea of just trying to wipe out Knights of the Old Republic 2 is a bad idea because it did have some good shit about it. Like, the story to that game was decent. Like, and the game played pretty much exactly the same as the first one. Like, it was just the fact that the game was put out too quickly and there were glitches in it that caused the problems. But I would, in a heartbeat, that shit was dropped, I would be playing it. No fucking questions asked. I would be playing it. And that's why I'm thinking. Like, they could literally do that to lead into Knights of the Old Republic 2, and then do remasters of Knights of the Old... Not lead into Knights of the Old Republic 2. Lead into Knights of the Old Republic, and then remaster the first two games. And then they could literally continue Knights of the Old Republic up to the point where the Old Republic starts. That's why I'm like, y'all have so much stuff that y'all could do. You have so many gaps that you can fill in and create stories for, that it's a damn shame that y'all making these huge ass leaps so quickly. I don't like, and that would be something I would ooh gosh, I would pay good money to play that. Look, let's put it this way. If the game was $60, I'd be willing to pay not 200. I'd be willing to pay at least 100 to get that game. I'd be personally willing to pay at least 100. That's just me though, because that's how deep my interest runs for the story. But I'm just like, why hasn't this been done? Like, come on now, y'all, you got the resources. Like, all y'all gotta do is put the time in. Like, of course, I know it's gonna be costly to do it. I know it will be costly to do it. But it would be awesome. That's where I stand on it. It would be awesome as fuck to have that. So I'm just like, come on, y'all. I know for a fact that I'm like, there has to have been somebody working for EA. This like, why don't we do this? Like this. I'm like, and it's not like Star Wars doesn't sell. Star Wars sells everywhere you fucking put it. Like, so why not take advantage of that? That's the biggest thing that confuses the fuck out of me. Like, why not take advantage of that? But I digress. I'm finished my spiel. I mean, you guys just tell me yourselves if you think that would be interesting. I know personally, to me, that would be very interesting, and I know a couple other people that would be very, very interesting for them to do it. So I would love to see a Star Wars The Old Knights show up. They don't have to title it that, but I'm thinking keeping up with the theme of Knights of the Old Republic and the Old Republic, The Old Knights. It just kind of rolls with it. So I'm done. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more of my stuff. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out.